Hello everybody, we are the Geeks and Degenerates. I am Enzo, this is my forever co-host Jum. Today we talk about Longlegs. This whole week's about like crime thrillers.
Yeah,
Somewhat.
I feel like I should have started the review just like this.
Right? You can start singing too and you'd be like, damn, didn't know I could sing so well. But yeah, this movie stars Micah Monroe and Nick Cage. And like, it's Nick Cage as you've never seen him before. I'm like, this man truly is one of the best actors ever. He's just been shitty movies. Like, let's be honest. Like, I can't think of any bad movies right off the top of my head. Like, maybe the second Ghost Rider movie. But yeah, he's truly underappreciated, and this really shows how much he can flex as an actor, and I really like it. I also like that the girl from It Follows is the main detective. She's Lee Harker. I was like, oh, cool. I
You
haven't seen you
you
in a
know,
hot minute.
yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I haven't seen It Follows because I don't know if I'm strong enough. Uh, dude, I'm not gonna lie, I know we're like just starting introducing the movie, but I couldn't stand this movie
Really?
in a good way, in a good way.
Huh.
Like I just like was watching it, I'm just like, like at some point I'm just, like,
Yeah.
looking at the dark corner of my room, I'm just like.
Yeah. This movie is like it's dark and like it's not easy to watch. Like there are some moments where they reveal the crime, and you're like, didn't need to see that today, but okay, we're here. Uh, Also didn't know this was set in the 90s. Like the only clue I had is the fact that like I'm like, why? How come you don't have any cell phones? Or and like,
Yeah.
why is Bill Clinton's portrait in this guy's office? Thought this was like 2024. Why isn't it
Yeah,
Biden?
and like they're driving like old Lincolns, and
Yeah,
I'm like, all right.
yeah. For a while, I was like, is this town just backwards? But I do love the tone. I do love the pacing. I do love the fact that there's some supernatural elements with like Lee Harker being somewhat psychic, and I'm like, huh. Like later on, there's more supernatural elements. I'm like, did not expect that. I honestly never saw a trailer for this movie. I just knew it was
Neither did
good.
I.
Yeah,
Yeah, I just heard like long legs. I'm like, oh shit, is it like a monster with long legs? Kind of
right.
deal. No, it's not. Yeah, I don't know. They never explain why the character is named Longlegs. It was just the moniker,
Yeah,
and like, yeah, dude, I just said about the tone.
yeah,
Immediately off the bat, it felt like a lot of the times it felt like looking at liminal space. Those
yeah,
horror games like
yeah.
back rooms kind of deal. There was so much of that here, and it freaked me the hell out. Like a lot of the times, and I'm just like, I was like looking behind her, and like for sure the director did that on purpose, where they kind of gave us a wider shot, giving us too much background to be like something's there,
Yeah,
is it? You know?
yeah, like there's always this feeling of uneasiness, especially when you like know that long legs Nick Cage can just show up at any time, and like the fact that you don't really see him, you just hear his voice, and you're like, at some points I'm like, is that really Nick Cage? I think this movie's been the trailer or like people have been gaslighting me because I don't think that's Nick Cage until like
Yeah.
that scene when the girl is like, daddy, the creepy guy is here, or like the gross guy is here, and then you see him like freak the fuck out, like, mommy, daddy, on my
You're
bed.
peeking. You're peeking.
Yeah,
You're
sorry.
peeking.
I didn't know my voice could go that high. I didn't know his voice could go that high. I was like, what
Yeah.
the fuck? Yeah,
Well, I was like,
yeah. I love that scene. Like,
yeah.
I love this character so much, even though you don't really get much backstory to him. Like, the only word they used to describe him was Manson, and like that's the only thing you need to like. Oh, okay, so he's like Charles Manson. I get it.
I get it too. Like he was like very persuasive kind of deal.
Yeah,
And the reason why is because
yeah,
the black magic part. That was a twist, by the way,
yeah.
at the end of the movie. Yeah, but the entire time you're just following this character Lee Parker, and then like
Harker, it's Harker.
Parker.
Yeah,
Oh, I thought it was Parker. Anyway, um, like at the first scene we get introduced to her, her partner dies. Was it Nicolas Cage or just another serial killer?
think it was just another killer.
I thought it was like Nick Cage at first. I was like, is he wearing like the makeup, you know,
Yeah.
prosthetics thing again? But anyway, yeah, that is pretty much the day in the life of an FBI agent, and I'm like, why would anyone want to sign up to be an FBI agent?
Right.
like we've kind of gone through a lot already, like with like what was the one with like the rat, Matt Damon and like
Oh. Yeah.
Neo, The
I-
Departed.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
we got The Departed, we got Seven. I'm like, why would you want to be an FBI agent? I
Like-
swear to God.
Like, especially knowing the people, the real life people they went after, and you're like, why take the risk, man? Especially since Lee Harker is a woman, and you're like, oh my god, that's terrifying. Like to go after these people.
Yeah, and like right off the bat, no offense to like to the character itself, but like she doesn't look okay.
Yeah.
Like she doesn't look like she's fit for the job mentally. I'm just like, girl, you're like staring off into the distance a little too much when you're supposed to be on duty.
Yeah. Like there's something off with her mom too, and you don't really know what it is until the end. Like the people she also interviews, like Sabrina, the teenage witch, and you're like, there's something off with you. And like for the longest time, you're like, you must be the accomplice. Until the end, and you're like, oh, I guess not.
Yeah.
I do like the fact that they save the supernatural shit till like the end with the with the eyes. That just got me. I was like, Jesus fucking Christ, what the fuck is that supposed to be?
You know what I hate?
Yeah.
I hate so much. A creep the shit out of me. He's like, every time he puts like a black coat or like a black blanket
Yeah.
on top of the doll, you see the eyes peering out. I'm like,
Yeah.
I don't like it. And then sometimes when they cut to the doll with the blanket over it, it doesn't have the eyes.
Yeah.
So a lot of the times I'm like, I'm crazy.
You're
I think
right.
I'm crazy.
Yeah.
I might be losing my mind.
I do like the fact that you're right. When you look at the doll and you look back and you're just like, am I going fucking crazy? I could have sworn there were eyes on that thing.
You right? Like the eyes are peering out a little too vividly. I'm just like, that's not supposed to happen.
Right?
Yeah, and like, sorry, like, if Buffalo Bill from Silence of the Lambs was just turned up to 100, that's what Nicolas Cage is.
Yeah. I think I want dock points, but like the slight negativity I have is that his time is short. I was like, God damn it! Like them. Like, remember that edit with the mask and you just see his like full on face and you're just like, oh fuck. Holy
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. No wonder the cashier was like, Dad, help!
Yeah, a lot of the times I've been like grabbing the double barrel underneath the counter already, like.
It doesn't
This creepy dude.
it doesn't help that the mom was like, what do you want with my daughter? And he starts singing and the lyrics are just like, excuse me? What the fuck do you want?
And it's so fucking creepy. The
Yeah.
entire mood of the entire movie. And when I say it feels like liminal space, it does. And I hate it how this director knows how to like pluck on your like the tension strings.
Yeah.
Like he's just really putting that needle near that balloon. He stays on a scene a little too long where I'm like,
Yeah.
something has to happen. Nothing's not supposed to happen in this scene right now because it's going on for too fucking long.
Right?
And you're just like at the edge of your seat, just like I'm looking down because I'm watching it on like anyway.
Yeah.
I'm
It's
just like
just white knuckling it. You're like, I don't like this at all.
yeah, and then nothing fucking happens. I'm like, you son of a bitch.
Right? And this is why like this movie was the little indie movie that could, because I think the budget is just like 10 million. And now it's made like I think close to 200 million. And I'm like, Jesus Christ.
I say that's well deserved. Like, this is a thriller.
Yeah.
This was supposed to be a thriller. This made me feel like I was watching a horror movie.
Yeah.
Dude, my door is just a sliding door with glass on it, and like I turn off the lights outside,
Yeah.
and once I come in, like A lot of times I'm like I peer into the void a little too long. I'm just like I'm gonna see something, am I?
Uh,
That's what just made me. This is what this movie made me feel last night, and I'm just like fuck me, I'm getting stressed out because of this fucking movie.
I watched this during the height of Typhoon Enteng, and like it was dark in my place. I was like, "Is someone gonna come through my window? Am I gonna see eyes everywhere?"
It's like 5 like or 4 p.m. and the sun's gone.
Like, am I gonna see the eyes of Satan somewhere?
Yeah. Anyway, speaking of Satan, that is the twist. The killer, I forgot his name. It was kind of like somewhat theatrical.
Yeah.
He is a Satanist, and he's like putting these spells or something
Yeah.
into these dolls by using a metal ball.
Yeah.
They couldn't explain it, but they're just using it. That I like it that they didn't explain. But this is how he did it. He never laid a hand on any of like
The victims.
the victims besides the mother of
Lee.
Lee Harper. Like the entire thing was just like, hey, the doll once it's presented and once you have seen it, it's kind of like Sadako's like
Yeah.
tape. If you've seen it, you're dead.
Yeah.
You know, and you go insane. And like, there's a supporting character, the captain,
Yeah.
and his daughter's like birthday's coming up, and then like you start to like piece things together, and you're like, wait, murders happen on birthdays. His daughter's having a birthday, and I'm like, fuck.
Yeah. That whole like, why didn't you cut the cake, honey? And he's like, hey, because you fucking told me not to. And you're like, what the fuck happened to you? You were so nice.
Nah, man.
And then you hear, you're like, oh well, she's
yeah,
done.
you hear like stabbing sounds.
Yeah.
They don't show it, but like, yeah, he like kills the mom off screen.
Yeah.
He comes at Lee
Lee?
Harper. She has to gun him down,
Yeah. And then,
but
and the
and
mom.
she has to gun. Yeah, she had to end the mom. By the way, that shit's freaky. Like I hated that character. Great job on the actress.
Yeah.
Where she's just a lady who just lost her mind through the years of just assisting this serial killer
Yeah.
commit his like mystical crimes.
Yeah.
And she just became a full-on Satanist, and she was like, "Hail, you know who?" I don't want to say it because like
It's
I don't know
fine.
if it's allowed.
Yeah.
I guess I'm already saying Satanist,
Yeah.
but she pretty much gets shot. I love it that the bullet wound was like in the shape of a cross too.
Yeah.
I don't know if you noticed that. But yeah, so the doll makes people kill each other, and like the mom was kind of hinting like if we don't do this, there's like damnation or like
Eternal damnation of some sort.
yeah, like the end of the world kind of deal.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
Yeah. And the movie doesn't end on that, so you're like, definitely don't want a sequel because I think it's a perfect standalone. But I'm like, it just leaves your imagination to go wild, and you're like, what the fuck was all
Yeah.
this then?
yeah, and like Lee just tries to like, cause they destroyed the doll before, where like if you shoot the head off and you break the ball, the spell's gone.
Yeah.
She tries to shoot it, but she can't, but she only fired like 3 bullets.
Right.
And I'm like, that's fucked.
Right.
So fucked.
Yeah, there's a pretty great, pretty grim, pretty dark, pretty gory movie. I forgot how to mention
Yeah.
how Longlegs ends it all, and you're like, holy fuck! All right,
Yeah,
that's one way to go.
that's always the way of like serial killer movies and
Yeah.
thriller movies
Yeah,
or detective thriller movies is that they never give the satisfaction of like finally we caught the bad guy.
yeah, and even
You know?
if you did, like in Seven, you're like, yeah, but we still lost. And here you don't know if you won or lost, but like it still lingers in your mind after the credits roll, and that's great.
Yeah,
But yeah, what would you rate Longlegs?
I'd rate Longlegs, you know, like an 8.5 out of 10. It was a damn, I don't know. I'll give it a 9.
Okay.
I'll bump it up to a 9 because I don't get scared with like thrillers. Like I watch Shutter Island. I watch yeah, Seven
Hmm.
and something like that. Horrific like imagery. But
Yeah.
that's the thing. You're like, oh, okay, this is how they get hardened. This is day in the job. This movie made me forget that I'm watching something with a serial killer.
Yeah.
And this movie did an amazing job making me. No, a lot of horror movies have not made me do that. No, Insidious, the new, like, uh, like
Run of the
what
mill.
were they called
Oh,
again? Yeah, the Conjuring series with
Ah.
Annabelle and stuff.
yeah, yeah.
Like it was kind of cheap scares. Not gonna lie, the jump scares were kind of getting annoying. I
Yeah.
will mention that throughout the movie, it was a little bit annoying when it's the jump scare. It felt a little cheap, but it's fine.
Yeah.
But the quiet moments was the one that scared me the most,
Yeah.
and I made the stupidest decision watching it at night. Uh, and Nicolas Cage did an amazing job. The actress who played Lee Harper did an amazing job, especially the mom.
Yeah.
And the twist, I will say, a little odd.
Yeah.
I wish they kind of were able to write it a little bit better for us to like figure out how to solve the mystery with Lee Harper, but they kind of just gave us the answers where like Lee Harper was like, "Oh no, she's psychic. She got the shot,"
Yeah.
like kind of deal.
Yeah. Definitely.
Yeah, so that's my gripes. That's why I'm kind of like teetering with like 8.5 to 9,
Yeah.
because I wish they kind of took us on for the ride as well, like made us kind of use our brain from time to time, and that's what Seven did, and I like that. Other than that, yeah. So I would say I'll stick to a 9. It's a really good horror movie slash thriller. So yeah.
I'll also give this a 9. It's a very good movie, and it makes little to wonder why it did bang at the box office at the time Deadpool and Wolverine came out. Like,
Hmm.
and at the same time, Alien Romulus came out. Like, it's a really good movie, and like, as you said, the performances are pretty good, from the mom to Lee to definitely Nicolas Cage, and like this is very much a very standout performance from him. Like, I'll remember this for a while.
Same here.
The tone is great, the pacing is great. Like, yeah, as like you, I wish we got more definitive answers of like why is Lee psychic? Like, can we explore that more? And then you kind of do, but like at the same time, it's never fully answered, and you're like, oh, okay. But like, yeah, it doesn't detract from the movie. Like, overall, it's a pretty good movie, and definitely one of the best this year. So I don't know about what it's about with 2024 and like sci-fi and thrillers and horror, but like it's growing great for those genres.
Agreed. Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, that's been our video on long legs. Sorry, that's been our video on long legs. What do you guys think? Please comment below. I don't know why I'm stuttering, but
That's
yeah.
okay.
If you like more of us, please subscribe to the channel and leave a like. We're also on Spotify and TikTok. TikTok to see your best and funniest moments. Spotify to hear us on the go. And the video Zoda's voices on TikTok and Wolf on Letterboxd. Where can they find you?
You can find me at JohnJuM_ on Instagram. It is my account.
And until the next one, we'll see you then. Bye, everybody.
Ciao.